Welcome to 121 Warren Ave, where we have this amazing kitchen, and I really wanted to test the functionality here. So I've invited my friend Darrin to make us 3 cocktails tonight, and we're gonna try them out and really put this kitchen to work.
I really wanted to highlight this kitchen because I was drawn to it when I did an open house a couple of weeks ago. I really love the lighting. I really love the quartz countertops. And just out here, there's a lovely outdoor patio when the doors are open. It really sets the environment. And I thought this would be a great entertaining space for me to show some things we do cocktail-wise.
I don't know if you know Darrin, but he is the best bartender in the city.
Wow. Well, let's get started. Katie, how do you feel about a margarita?
I'm jazzed for a margarita.
Wow, well, let's make this happen. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of El Pelon Tequila Blanco. And I've got all my tools here to work with. I have an OXO fork, got some barfly shakers, hawthorn strainer, a couple of mixing spoons, and I also have a mixing glass or Yari depending. And then I'll talk about the tools I'm using and everything else. So we're just gonna go with 1.5 ounces. I don't wanna get Katie too drunk here. And then we have Cointreau. So we're gonna go about 3/4 ounces here. A lot of times people use agave. I'm gonna use a regular simple syrup today. And people don't like sweet cocktails anymore. So I'm just gonna go with about 1/2 ounce here.
Especially me, I like a tart one.
Yeah, I agree. And in my fridge here, Sub-Zero fridge by the way, I have fresh lime juice. So we'll put in about 1/2 ounce of that. And just wanna take a little bit of ice. Nice seal there, give a nice shake. So we have, I'm gonna double strain for you. And then I have some fresh limes cut, nice garnish on the side. And there we have classic margarita. You try it.
Thank you. It's so good. You know what would have made it better? A little bit of spice.
I can do that for you next time.
This is perfect. Not too sweet, just how I like it. Darrin knows how I like it though. I see him at his place of business far too often.
Glad to do it. All right, if you like that, I can do something else for you.
What else do you have?
How about a classic old fashioned? Different style of cocktail than old fashioned. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pull out the Elijah Craig. Okay, this is really good because it's a corn whiskey. It's really good for entry level whiskey and bourbon.
What does that mean, a corn or whiskey?
Made with corn, so it's mostly corn. It's about 47% corn, and it's got wheat and barley in it as well. So, and you're gonna see a really nice mouthfeel with this. I'm gonna go 2 ounces, and then a recipe I've sort of started using over the course of over time is a couple of dashes of Angostura bitters to enhance the flavor, and a couple of dashes of orange bitters as well. Some people just go Angostura. I like using both. I've got my Japanese jiggers here. One of the essential ingredients, 1/2 ounce of sugar, a little simple syrup. And if you know anything about cocktails, most cocktails, the essential ingredients are spirits, some type of sweetener, and an acid to enhance it. But this is a spirit-forward cocktail, so we're just gonna stir this and mix this. That's one of my mixing spoons. You want to stir for about 30 seconds. And I wish I had some straws because one of the reasons for this is to bring sort of the heat down a little bit. In addition to that, you want to take some of that edge off the spirit. Oftentimes you'll taste some of the sort of the impurities in the spirit or whatever else. This will dilute it, sort of take some of that away.
So even on a busy night at the bar, you're stirring this for 30 seconds usually?
People will take the time to have it because they know that it's supposed to be that way. Yeah, people will wait. I have my classic glassware. A little bit of ice, lovely maraschino cherry. Then I'm gonna take the peel of an orange. What you wanna do too is, this is another reason why I started using orange bitters in all of my cocktails, because we use an orange peel for a garnish. So what you wanna do is just sort of give a little spritz. You wanna get that oil in around the rim and sort of impress that in the cocktail, and then you wanna just sort of give it a little twist. So you can make a flag out of it or do whatever you like to do, but this is what we're gonna do.
I think this one might be best for you. I'm not typically a dark liquor fan, but you know what? Darrin's a great bartender, so I'm gonna try it anyway.
You're gonna change over. Spirit forward. There's just enough sugar in there so it doesn't overpower the cocktail.
That is actually really good.
How do you feel about assisting me in the next one?
I would love to assist you in the next one.
A little espresso martini. What do you think?
A little espresso martini, my favorite. After a long day at work, I could use something to get these spirits up.
Great.
So here's what we call an appliance garage. One great thing about this is that it really keeps your appliances hidden. We have a very forward countertop here, and it's easy to look messy. So hiding things in here is just a little addition to make your life a bit cleaner and to enjoy your space a little bit more. Darrin, just one?
I would do 2.
That's so hot.
With an espresso martini, the recipe I like to make a dark espresso martini. We have 2 shots of espresso, and I like to make that to order. It'll nicely froth up when it hits the ice and make it nice and cold and makes it really visually appealing. So for our purposes here, I'm going to double up the recipe and put 3 ounces in because I'm going to join Katie in an Espresso Martini as I use my lovely Tito's vodka. And would you mind passing me the Kahlua? And for a single, I would do 1 ounces and 1 ounce of espresso, but we're doubling up the recipe, so we're going to go 2 ounces here. And we've got our ice already set.
We were just right with the ice, huh? Here's enough.
If you're in a bar, you always want to turn away from your guests so that way you don't have an accident. And you always want to have the other bartender with you so we can entertain at the same time. But you really want to give this a really good, vigorous shake.
And now the ice. Cheers.
Espresso Martini.
Thank you. How do you say we go drink this by the fire? The most aesthetic place in the
I
house.
like the way you think.
All right.
Thanks, Katie, for having me over this evening. I really enjoyed the atmosphere. I wanted to sit and enjoy the fire and spend some time with you doing a little cocktail demonstration. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming, Darrin. These cocktails are amazing. Cheers to you. If you want more of Darrin, you can find him at some great bars across the city. And if you can see yourself wanting to sip a cocktail by this gas fireplace, then give me a call today for a tour of 121 Warren Ave.